So it's just keep continue here. Aladdin Horse and Mars. What was the formalities? It's taking it team by team now the scientific. So there are in the Venturi team, Super team, and here are the engines at Benetton. They use very much Ford HD Cosworth engines, and they have a very small and compact packet put it in the 3 years. A gearbox, it's all the 6-valve the turbo engine on here, and a braking disc pedal on the 87 Benetton. But then also a V8 engine from the late 88 to the 1994 season Benetton used this engine model. So it was compacted 120 kilogram about the weight totally, and then it just was around here with taking onto the wall right onto one. The Benetton team, this was a Tyrrell team, not the 83, and so in 10 years, 86 Benetton. They used the BMW on the V6 turbo, and it's just in front of us. It actually was a 4-cylinder turbo, but you see also, so it was M12 series, and this BMW turbo really were. And the Williams team, 93 Renault engine and V10. You see this 10-cylinder there, the cylinder heater when it just added, and there has to taken off from the engine cover. And then there are this front suspension, how there it's working this very small. So here are the slow pumpers, and the active suspension it needed and used a lot the Williams technology, and through the 80s Honda partnerships, and here the partnerships here we're looking for the Frank Williams more even earlier cars which are here and even the Spirit Honda around here show it, and 88 charge 8-cylinder V8. And McLaren, the team has very much reliable 1893 season of 4 Cosworth engine, and here it is V8 engine HP is in the big series question how it could be very much a mass success, and so it didn't manage and sometimes it did. And here is a McLaren Honda through the early 90s, 91 season. It was a V12 engine, very surprisingly. Here, and also V10 engine in some places. So the Honda just went to a lot of different engine variation, but were very superiority. So here a radiation and another radiation canals. 2 tunnels added here, and this is actually the heater system. So it's collect all the fresh air there. But the Honda engineer had also better much alongside with the video edition and the showing to something telemetries and the tools. You must be cleaning the system, how you create the engines. You have engine cover, you have a lot of electrical fires system, but you have also to add in the pneumatical pressure boosters, but you add their fuel lines and channels there. Also to get into electronics you might be. This is turbo engine, and here is turbo booster. Turbo booster right here to the pneumatic valve to go through the engine camper, and this you produces more pressure when you get the camper. So when the valves go through the tongues, and you get the biggest, more you get the prominence and the pressure, and more you get by the pressure you get it more higher energy capacity to the gearbox towards. So this is a twin turbos. You see 2 different turbo campers inside there, and the pistons are inside the main point to give in the car. So the McLaren very late 70s, it was the year 79 in the third picture. Had a divider, very unsportsmanship car, and the 4.8 the McLaren car had in the rear, in the view of it. A Lamborghini engines. The Lamborghini engines here are very much using this exhaust pipes which are getting out of it. They are also very much taking to the space there when you added an exhaust pipes to make it just coolant down system. Had to take note, of course, there is a different filters always installed on those systems, just making sure that you get the most cleanest air out of the engine. So this is once again V6 turbo of the Hondas. And the Honda Turbo, the 98 season, here is shown the system. It has some extra to exhaust pipe here and the driver lines. But you will be able to see what is kind of stable system. Active suspension. It has the active suspension central unit with a very much kept control active suspension. Very well good. In the early 80s, Renault just had its own V6 turbo, and here you see the 6-cylinder go through to this turbo canter, and then you just use the turbo boost to the sponsorship. But also Lotus Ligier and even the Tyrrell team to drive with this turbo on the later of the 1980s. So the Benetton Alfa Romeo team had Alfa Romeo engines. Here's another view of Alfa Romeo engines which has a V6 turbo. Very unusual solution of the F1, and that didn't actually work it ever well. No wins, but that's well shown. What evolution here the V6 turbo had. It had the engine red lights, a BMW turbo too.